one. Let's go! I love country because it's real.
It's just my lifestyle.
It's who I am.
That's what country is.
It's about family. It's about America.
It's Britt on the road.
From the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
Let me show you how a country girl gets it done, y'all.
You're on with Britt Bailey.
Yes, we are on the road out of the studio, and I have been being joined by a bunch of different rodeo athletes competing here at the National Finals Rodeo, and also some music artists that are either performing or might possibly want to. And Ward Davis, I am bummed that we weren't able to meet up in Texas for the finals, but this is kind of the next best thing.
Yeah. I mean, any excuse to go to Texas is always good, but you know.
No doubt. Well, you have been being very, very busy during all of the pandemic on social media. How has this kind of been for you?
It's been all right. You know, like the first few months were really scary. As far as just like, you know, trying to figure out how I was going to make a living.
Yeah.
But man, I got really good fans, really good like management team and stuff that really helped me through it. So they figured out ways for us to, you know, keep an income coming in. And yeah, it's really not been awful. I've missed like the shows, like the real shows with the band and with the guys. I really miss that. But man, I've had a really good support system through this whole thing. So it's you know, I've got to spend a lot of time with my kids, a lot more than I would have normally. So I always look at it like that's a good thing.
That is awesome. I know between you and Cody Jenks, I tend to watch you two frequently because I just never know what's going to happen on your Facebook Lives.
Who?
Who? Yeah. That random person that you might know.
Oh, you mean, yeah, my gardener. Yeah.
Yes, that one. Oh, you guys have been doing, you know, since I'm Not the Devil has kind of came out. You guys wrote that together. That one really took off big time. How has that kind of been for you? Did you really think that was going to take off, or?
I knew that Cody was about to take off. I didn't know that. I didn't know we were going to write that song. I didn't know that that was going to be the, you know, in that group of songs. It was like how he was introduced to the big masses. But yeah, we wrote that. That was like the first song we ever wrote together.
Wow.
And we've written a lot of them since then. But he's been really generous, and we write these songs, and then he would take me out on the road with him, and we tour together. And we don't do so much touring anymore, but I'll go out to his house and stink up his guest room for a few days every now and then.
Well, I know you guys used to come up here to the North Country, and I say up here at the moment, I'm down in Texas, but up here to Iowa, Minnesota, North Country, up in Minneapolis, you guys used to run I-35 quite frequently.
Yeah, I think I was just up there. Gosh, a couple months ago, I think I was up in the Minneapolis area, and yeah, the Midwest is a really, I mean, it's the best country music market in the world, as far as I know, especially for independent guys.
Yeah, I mean, I know you've been very well received around here, and we are now spinning your brand new song that you have out, and it's gotten a lot of great reviews. How did this kind of come about with this new album?
That brand new song is about 15 years old.
You know, that's usually the way it goes.
Yeah, you know, when I was picking songs for this record, and I told my manager, I said, I don't write albums. I'm a songwriter, you know. So I went back and I dug out all these old songs that I'd written and just not really forgotten about, but always hoped that something would become of them. And Ain't Gonna Be Today was, you know, one of the first ones on the list. I wrote that with my friend Kendall Marvel, he's out doing what we're doing, touring around playing his songs and stuff. But yeah, we wrote that, 15 years ago. We were going downstairs to smoke a cigarette, and I said, hey, I thought you were going to quit. And he said, I am, but it ain't going to be today. And so after we smoked, we went upstairs and wrote the song.
Sure. That's fantastic. So now the whole album out there, Black Cats and Crows album, has been getting some really great reviews. I know you've been awesome on your social media. You've been posting a lot of the different reviews that people have been either writing. Really impressed with the vinyl on that it's a red vinyl.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Brett. I didn't make any of those decisions. They called me and said, "Hey, you're gonna have red vinyl," and I said, "Hey, cool. As long as it costs the same as black vinyl, I don't care."
There you go. There you go. Sometimes it's nice to have others making those decisions for you.
Yeah. I can't. I'll go crazy.
Yeah. Oh goodness. So it's been really wide received though, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been really neat. Like, when I put my first record out, I don't really count that as my first record, the 15 years album.
Mhm.
I just made that to, sell out of the trunk of my car at sports bars. I didn't know I was going to meet Cody. I didn't know that I was going to, fall in with this group of guys that just, that were at the time and place where, outlaw country, which is, whatever. But like, uh, I didn't know that I was going to start touring and writing things that were gonna touch people. Oh shit, that were gonna touch people on a oh, come on, are you kidding me? Get off my screen. There you go. All right, like on a national level, like I didn't know when we wrote "I'm Not the Devil" that it was going to be on, it was going to do all that, and I didn't know that I was going to even ever cut another record. So
Yeah.
this one was the one that I put all my I called in all my favorite musicians and got my band in there with them and
Cool.
just picked my favorite songs. This is like my first record. To me it is anyway, like my first real record.
That's awesome. Well, I know we're very close to getting into 2021. Do you have a couple like goals and plans? I mean, of course, none of us really knows what's going to happen in 2021, but we can always still plan a little bit.
Yeah, I I've been I'm not I don't plan ahead a lot. There's a line in a song that Cody and I wrote. I never really had a plan, and I never really did. I mean, right now I've started to realize I need a little bit bigger house. I live in a small house, so like all I want next year is to move into a little bit bigger house so I can have room for all my damn kids. but but other than that, as long as I can keep making music, I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm 41. Like I spent 40 years dreaming. Everything's just kind of reality now. So I love that I get to play music for a living. I love that it touches people the way that it does when it does. But it's just one of those things. I just keep grinding and trying to put money back so the kids can go to school if they want to, that kind of thing.
That's awesome. Well, and I know you were out on a vacation. I know one of the Facebook lives that I saw, you guys must have been out in the woods somewhere, or you guys were around a campfire somewhere. Was that at your actual house or?
Yeah, I live in the forest.
Okay.
I love it. Like, but it's when I bought the place, I'd just gotten divorced, and it was me and my two daughters.
Hmm.
And so it's a little 2-bedroom cabin. But then I remarried, and my wife has a daughter, so now I've got another daughter.
Okay.
So there's 5 people in this tiny house, and like
Goodness.
the bunk beds only stack so high.
True. So are you looking at staying where around you're at, or are you looking at, I mean, you travel all over the place.
Yeah, I'm reluctant to even tell you where I live because I like it so much.
Okay.
It's a really small county in Tennessee. It's Jackson County, Tennessee.
Cool.
Very, I think there's 10,000 people in the whole county.
Sure.
And I live out near a lake, and most of the county is a lake, by the way. So, I just love it out there, and the people are so laid back and cool, and nobody bothers me, and I don't bother anybody, and yeah, absolutely. I don't think I'll ever leave that place.
That's fantastic. Well, I thank you for taking a little bit of time here with me and being part of this adventure of being on the road with me. It's been really great to catch up. And
yeah, no, anytime. I'm glad anybody wants to talk to me.
well, I tell you what, we are getting some great response, and I love to hear great feedback on your music. I have been a fan of your music for a very long time. So
cool. That's like I'm serious. It really does. It blows my mind that anybody's knows who I am. Like I gave up that dream a long time ago, and then then people started noticing me, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? But I do appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Well, we look forward to catching up, and when everybody can travel around a lot more, we look forward to you coming back up here on I-35.
Awesome. I'd love to.
That's what we do. That's what we love.
Love it.
That was another On the Road exclusive with Britt.
That's perfect. We'll take it.
Social butterfly.
I can't believe this thing went viral. On 93.9, the country.